Alright, so if I'm thinking about this, I haven't uploaded videos since like last November, and it's been quite a long time since I've last talked about or done another video talking about anything wrestling besides going on a huge rant after Survivor Series of that year. It was, yeah, I still hate that Survivor Series a lot. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But I want to say thank you for the continuing to support the channel. I'm at 140 subs, which is unbelievable. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Subscribing when I haven't uploaded or I don't upload on a consistent basis. But I want to say this: Happy New Year. At the start of this year, from now on, I will be uploading on a consistent weekly basis. From here on out, I'm going to try to get as many videos as I possibly can. Raw, SmackDown, AEW, even NXT. I'm going back to NXT reviews from this point out. It's going to be uploaded on a weekly basis. I'm going to record each and every one of them on DVR, watch it back, get a video up the next day, continue it on. Then pay-per-views, of course, Impact Wrestling, New Japan. They got Wrestle Kingdom coming up in a couple days. I'm making this big. I'm trying to make this as big as I possibly can for the channel this year. Because you guys continue to support the channel. So I have to give back to you guys in some sort of way. Obviously, I'm going to get some list videos up, some rant videos up. It's going to be different videos, but it's also going to continue on the predictions, reviews, just anything at this point. Because I owe you guys a lot for continuing to support the channel, continuing to comment. I don't know if you guys do like, but if you do, I really do appreciate it. Subscribe, of course. It's like amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I would have never thought at the start of 2022 I would be looking at these many subs, these many people tuning into the channel. It's amazing. God bless. Thank you so much. But day one, the first pay-per-view of 2022. We're getting right into it. The pre-show match, Cesaro and Ricochet versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I honestly don't have a problem with this being on the pre-show, besides maybe Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss is going to be one of the worst matches on the show. Maybe is the worst match on the show, but I'm going to go with Cesaro. I'm going to go with Cesaro and Ricochet. Actually, no, I'm going to go with Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I realized I did not type my prediction in for this, and I feel stupid, but that's fine. I'm just actually waking up about an hour ago, so I'm trying to get this up as quick as I possibly can. The Raw Tag Team title match, RK Bro versus Street Profits. It's going to be a good tag team match. Of course, the Street Profits always produce some bangers. RK Bro has been the best thing still going on Monday Night Raw, even though I haven't watched on a consistent basis since November. Everything ties into November, if I'm being honest. I'm going to go with RK Bro to retain. I don't think the Street Profits are going to win just yet. I think the RK Bro tag team formation is probably going to break within February and build towards a main attraction WrestleMania match in March. So I'm gonna go with the RK Bro to retain. Street Profits time is coming soon, though. I'm gonna say that. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. Drew McIntyre. Skip. Go ahead. Next, SmackDown Tag Team Championship match: the Usos versus the New Day. They produce bangers every single week, even though they have faced off against each other back and forth, day in, day out, night in, night out. They do this every single year, but you know what? The matches are still consistently good. They have been consistently good since 2017, since their first match at Money in the Bank. Then there was Battleground, SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell. Like, it's been consistent. They've been consistent with their matches. I'm going to go with the Usos to retain. I think the bloodline is still going to be connected towards this year, this pay-per-view somehow, some way. But the New Day, they're probably going to get that tag team title reign very soon. Very soon. But the Usos are going to retain tonight. The Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. I see a lot of people saying that Liv Morgan should win tonight. No, not yet. It's not her time just yet. I say give her until maybe WrestleMania. But I have a feeling that Asuka might return, so it might kick her out of the championship picture. and put Asuka back in. But I want Asuka to be on SmackDown instead so she can face Charlotte Flair in that big WrestleMania rematch so Asuka can get that win that she's always wanted to get. So, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch to retain. I think Liv Morgan is going to get a Women's Championship reign soon, but she needs a little bit more development in her character. She's highly skilled in the ring, I will say, but not right now. I'm going to say give her at least a couple more months, few more weeks of like building her as a legit contender, get her some wins, get her some big rub in a Royal Rumble and even Elimination Chamber. Have her come this close. Have her be like close, but not succeeding. And then WrestleMania, she probably gets that moment. I'm going to go Becky Lynch to retain, though. Becky Lynch is still the biggest name in the women's roster. That's not Charlotte Flair. That's all I'm going to say. Edge versus The Miz. This is going to be a really interesting match. When you first tell me Miz versus Edge is going to be on a pay-per-view, first of all, I'm going to be like, why is this a match that sounded like it happened in 2010? Second of all, whose idea was this to put this on pay-per-view? But I've seen the build. Their promos have been really good. Edge in that brood bath that was at Monday Night Raw not that long ago was amazing. It's really amazing. So, but I'm going to have The Miz win. I think he's going to cheat to win. Edge is not going to get a clean win just yet. I think these two might have a WrestleMania program. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with Miz, and they're probably going to blow off the feud at a pay-per-view. Not probably WrestleMania. I'm not sure. The WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way. Big E, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley. It's going to be an absolute car crash, but in a good way. It's going to be an absolute amazing match. For the best workers in the company. Big E is amazing. Seth Rollins is absolutely consistent. Kevin Owens is awesome. Bobby Lashley is absolutely awesome as well. Big as hell. Absolutely kills it every single week. So, who do I think is going to win, though? You should say Big E. People should say Big E. But, I mean, honest, that WWE Championship reign has been kind of dry, in my opinion. It's been kind of dry. I haven't felt a need to, like, feel interested in Big E's title reign. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley, his title reign was amazing, but he just hasn't had the chance to get that one good reign for a while. Kevin Owens has been waiting patiently since dropping the Universal Championship to get that WWE Championship reign that he's always wanted since dropping the Universal title to Goldberg. Like, this man's been in the U.S. title picture, a feud with Shane McMahon, with Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan. He's been back and forth in, like, these weird programs. He hasn't really been, like, he's been in need of a title reign. And he's still the most consistently good character in WWE. And then there's Seth Rollins, the Messiah character. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best runs that he's had in his career. He's been so well booked as like this guy that's so egotistical. He's in over his head, but at the same time, he's so freaking awesome. He goes out, performs at a consistent rate, does everything he asks in a person to do. He's coming back from COVID. Props to Seth. Props to Seth for coming back to COVID. And I might possibly got COVID. I'm not sure. But I have to choose one person. It'll be Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins hasn't had a chance to really be someone that can go at a high level and deserves to be WWE champion because his character has just been so consistently good. It hasn't had like a bad patch or a bad flaw within himself in ever. When he turned to the Monday Night Messiah, when he turned and formed the Messiah group with Buddy Murphy and the Authors of Pain, he was awesome. He was the best damn thing on TV every single week. Even during the pandemic era, he was the most consistently good wrestler on TV every single week. So I have Seth Rollins winning the WWE Championship. I think this will be for a third time. Let's see. He won at WrestleMania. He won at Money in the Bank. This will be the third time that Seth Rollins would win the WWE Championship, and his first since 2016. And really, he deserves it. Freaking deserves another reign that lasts until WrestleMania, that goes until WrestleMania with a big time feud with Finn Balor. Yes, but that's for another video. That's for another video. We're gonna talk about that in another video. But I got Seth Rollins winning. Hopefully. They're probably going to treat this like a house show and everybody retains. But anyways, let's lead to my last match, which will probably spoil it. The Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Obviously, this is the big WrestleMania feud that everyone is booking as like the main event in WWE and everywhere else. Because The Rock is probably not going to do his angle until next year. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns to retain. Although it feels like a suspicion that Brock Lesnar might win. But then again, no, I really don't think Brock's going to win the Universal Championship. Probably not again this year. Probably not for another couple. Probably not again ever in his career. I think Brock has had the reins to solidify himself as top 5 best wrestlers of all time. And also one of the best characters of all time. And right now, his babyface run is so freaking funny. It's so funny. Because Brock is just enjoying himself as like the guy that just doesn't give a shit, that wears overalls, flannels, has his hair in a ponytail. Brock Lesnar is just having fun with himself at this point, and who could blame him? He's so enjoyable, whether he's a heel or whether he's a face. And when he's on the mic, it's golden. He's so elite, and people give him shit for just being a part-timer. You gotta stop giving Brock Lesnar shit for just being a part-timer, because the dude has character, charisma. He's so amazing. And I know I used to give him shit too, but I started to come around and realize that Brock Lesnar is so amazing. Brock Lesnar is just fun as a person to watch. But I have Roman Reigns retaining, obviously for apparent reasons, because Roman Reigns is the alpha in WWE, and right now, ain't nobody stopping him. Ain't nobody touching him. They're going to build him up to a big-time WrestleMania match that will probably feature Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. I think Roman Reigns is probably going to reign as Universal Champion up until WrestleMania 39. I think so. But those are my predictions. Sheamus and Ridge Holland, RK Bro, Drew McIntyre, Usos, Becky Lynch, Miz, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I'm kind of excited, kind of not excited for day one. It's really going to be an interesting pay-per-view. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm going to go and I'm going to have Wrestle Kingdom predictions Sunday, along with my review video. Peace and blessings. Happy New Year. Stay safe and follow all safety protocols. Love you.